Be interesting to see, Joe, how many people out there, at this game and watching this game are wondering whether they're going to see another 67-49 game. I don't know if you could score that many points just running up and down the field without a football.
Pretty remarkable what happened in Ithaca last year. Something tells me a little bit different DNA this time. Smith trots up to the ball. Sam Smith puts a charge into it. It's a laser beam through the end zone. Third down and 3. Richardson in motion. It's a quarterback run for Liam O'Brien, and O'Brien lowers the shoulder and picks up the first down.
Yeah, Joe, those first 2 series were a tale of hidden yardage, right? You don't punt it. You don't try to pin them down. You try to go for it. You make some mistakes that way, and this is what happens.
A busted coverage to the Ivy League's leader at tight end, Ryder Kurtz, averaging over 55 yards per game through the air. That's tops among tight ends in the Ancient 8, and now Cornell set up. Caden Leschewitz out there for his first field goal attempt. This one from 32, and it is good. So now Cornell with 3 different kickers who have made a long of 32-yard field goals. Rewards Penn with a fresh set of downs at the 39-yard line. Inside 7 minutes to go in this first. Design quarterback keeper this time for O'Brien, and maybe doing a little bit too much there. O'Brien losing several yards. It'll be a 2nd down and 13. All the way across the field that time. 1st down and 10. West gets the handoff, and look at West moving the pile.
That's a
2nd down and 4. 3:33 left to play in the first. O'Brien pitches out to the left. West again near the sticks, and Penn continues to march down the field in pursuit of the tie or the lead. 2nd down and 4, 25 seconds left in the quarter. Williams in motion. O'Brien running the option. Spins back the other way. O'Brien to the outside, cuts back in and inside the 5-yard line. Razzle-dazzle from the Penn quarterback, and ending the first quarter with an exclamation point.
Wow.
3rd and 1, and the beef package is just Richardson, the only receiver. O'Brien, shimmy shake, looking inside, gets turned sideways but falls in for the touchdown. Quakers score. A 4-yard touchdown run for Liam O'Brien caps off a 16-play drive, and Penn back in front.
You don't want to see your quarterback take a hit, but I do love when I see a lineman come flying in there and pushing the pile into the end zone. That was good body awareness by the offensive line to do that.
Kick is up, and it is good. Penn with a 7-3 lead. Took 6 seconds here in the second quarter, but a long drive results in 7. Quakers in command, led by Liam O'Brien, who lowers the boom. Pizio taking a shot deep down the middle, and he has his man for the catch. Deep inside Penn territory, and a juggling snag made by T.J. Hamilton, the big sophomore, holding on to flip the field.
Matchup football right here because, great protection, right, starts there, but that's just big body on a relatively smaller body, and throw it up there, and he's going to make it happen. If he throws it high, he's got, as long as he leads them, right, he certainly could have underthrown it, but as long as you lead a guy, he's going to make that catch.
Pizio keeps it on the ground and moves it inside the 10-yard line down near the 5, and you can see how hard Pizio is to bring down when he gets moving. Cornell, already having hit a 32-yarder, sends out the field goal kicker. Caden Leschewitz steps up, nearly blocked, but he does get it up and through the uprights to cut the Penn lead to 1, 7-6. 3 receivers on that one side. O'Brien. Here comes the heat. Sahakian in pursuit, firing complete, and Richardson gets decleated, but just about a yard short of the first down. This might be go time for Penn, actually.
Yeah, that was a great catch. Jared giving a little flex there. I mean, watch this hit he takes, and I'll tell you, it hurts a lot less when you catch it. Leaves down a little closer for the field goal.
From 47, Looking good, and it is a big kick for the freshman on homecoming. 10-6 the lead for Penn. Basilpizio rolling, looking, end zone, has his man for the catch. It's Lee in for the score.
Just flood the zone. They just flooded that whole big side of the field right there. Smart move rolling him out because the pressure was coming. Look at that right there. If he would have been in a drop back situation, he may have not been able to get that ball off, but smart call on the rollout. Yeah, frustrating when your kind of your philosophy of deferring the kick, deferring the ball, getting the ball at the beginning of the second half so you can make your halftime adjustments, that just kind of goes right out the window with something like this.
Basilpizio back out to the sideline, completes Smith. Smith stiff arm, still on his feet and wrapped up at the 2-yard line. Looked like he might have been going in for 6 there. Second effort from Doran Smith.
He didn't try to run before he got it. Putting that arm out there, you got to go low when guys get that arm out there. If you can't beat them to their body, Joe, when you're making a tackle, you got to go low because if you go high, somebody will just stiff arm you like that.
Handoff, triplet in standing, and Penn is stunned as Cornell kicks in the door and goes in to be up 9.
Let's watch this first. Yeah, just good line push there. Just a big mosh pit of bodies. But Joe, I think the thing that can do sometimes when this happens is it can actually motivate you. I think Penn can pull. Oh, there you go.
It's blocked,
and that's a start. I think you run the ball. I think you either you hand it off to your running back, you let them just plow ahead, and you let the line make their push, or you do something with a little bit of a run option with the quarterback. See if you can get this.
Option pitched out. There it is. First down and more. It's going to be a touchdown for Cornell. Gannon Carruthers takes it on the option run, and the senior comes in for the score. Touchdown, Big Red.
Joe, that's just really good read by Sulpicio. Just a fantastic pitch.
Basilpizio motions out. Wildcat snap to Triplet. Carries around the edge. Triplet bounces back to the outside and delivers a stiff arm at the end of this play. Just about a 10-yard pickup. Call it 9 now. Option. Basilpizio keeps it himself, cuts back, looking, end zone, stretches, and marked just short. What do you think, 4 or 5 little pieces of turf there in between him and the end zone?
Not a whole lot. Watch him a couple of times looking back here for the pitch. He was thinking about it early on, and then he just felt, I think his body, he literally just felt all that open space, and he decided, I'm going to take this thing in. Josh, for all the Buffalo fans out, the Josh Allen, I call it the Josh Mosh, as opposed to the tush push.
Pitch to the outside. Carruthers looking for his second. Looked like he might have lost the ball. No, the score is the indicator from the official. Penn is saying they disagree. One official had his hands in the air, ruling touchdown, and now a player is down as well. Looks as though Basilpizio very slow to get up. Take a look here.
Oh, yeah, he took a nice shot on that pitch option there, and Lista came fast. Boy, he closed fast, just like Machen did earlier in the game. He just couldn't get there fast enough. But there's a big hit on this option right
Boom.
there. Right in that shoulder, Joe. I think it is it's got to be that shoulder, right?
And that was a good call by the official. That looked like touchdown.
Joe.
Carruthers' second touchdown of the day. And that kick is up, and it is good. And you can just feel the air is out of this building. Penn trying to put some back into it. Cornell fans who made the trip enjoying what they're seeing. O'Brien hands off to West. West is into the open field. Does he have the speed? Dante West. Yes, sir.
Go West, young man. Go West. I've been waiting to get that in all day, Joe, by the way.
75 yards on the ground.
Now, I'm not saying, Joe, that, what I was talking about not training, I'm not saying that Penn expected that to happen. maybe they were expecting a 10-yard gain or a 12-yard gain. But you know what? That's the philosophy you have to keep, is keep after the things that are working.
Walters' point after try is up and good.
Cornell took advantage of it.
Basilpizio into the zone, standing 1-yard rushing touchdown, his second of the day. And Cornell answers the long touchdown run with a long touchdown drive. Leschewitz puts it up and puts it through. And Cornell all over Penn, 39-17. Big Red, the party is on, ruining Penn's homecoming. 10:08 left. Can the Quakers respond? 5.5 left here in regulation. Cornell's going to be taking every second of the play clock off the rest of the way here, basically. Taking that one down to the 6. Big swarming defense by Penn, but now a timeout is called as well. Stop made by Cole Erickson. Basilpizio will drop back to throw, comes to the near side, and making the catch, it's Kurtz.
That's the guy I would throw it to.
There you go.
It's a big old body out there. Holy smokes. Like a tackle out there.
Great minds think alike. Kurtz listed at 6'5", 233.
Jeez, that was a tackle when I was playing, Joe.
Cornell trying to put this one away. Garrett Basilpizio has been very good at quarterback, and he's taken some punishment as well. Gives that handoff around the edge to another ball carrier. There have been so many of them for Cornell who have gotten run. This one is Jontu Reed, the running back, getting around that right edge. And Joe Valerio, we were talking about both of these teams have more work to do this season. But in terms of this game, that's it.
Yeah, Joe, this is pretty much it. You never want to concede. You know, that's what athletes do and competitors do. They don't concede. But yeah, this game is over, and they're going to have to start thinking about how Penn's going to have to start thinking about how do we go up to Harvard and beat a juggernaut right now, and what does Cornell do to get back on the road and beat Dartmouth, who's been playing some really good football. So
it begs the question, Joe, what's changed from Cornell's 0-4 start to now their 4-game win streak?
Like consistency, they seem to be playing a lot. They played a lot more consistent against Penn today, and they didn't let things come down. They stayed within their game plan, even though Penn was killing them on time of possession. Penn seemed to have a lot of momentum going. They just kind of kept fighting.
So one more kneel down is all we need. 39-17 will be the final score. Basilpizio does it, and that will do it. Cornell downs Penn on the road, spoils homecoming, but it's a happy homecoming for Dan Swanstrom and Ray Priori, who meet at midfield. And a lot of hugs for Dan Swanstrom. So many of these players and coaches have fond memories. And those Cornell fans who made the trip, certainly drinking this in as well. And let's see there, Cornell celebrating their 200th win in the Ancient Eight.
It is pretty amazing when you think about how many teams in the Ivy League have played and how many games have been played here at Franklin Field. It's just the history of the Ivy League is pretty amazing. There's the Quakers doing their hurrah, hurrah. Nice to see a lot of those young men not going through the motions, getting their fight song out there, even though it was a tough homecoming loss, still a lot of pride. So, hey, still stuff to go for both teams. So it makes the Ivy League a lot of fun. It's really fun to tune in, Joe, to what happens in the Ivy League, because you never know. Things are always, just a mystery of who's going to finish and who's going to win.
And that's true. Plenty of work still ahead for both of these teams. Cornell feeling their first 4-game win streak since 1999. And now Penn trying to find a way against the juggernaut Harvard. It's going to be a fascinating watch over the course of the next several weeks in the Ivy League.
Yeah, and it's going to be a happy ride home back to Ithaca for the Big Red, heading back to getting above Cayuga's waters up there. And having not won on the road yet this year, it's going to be an extra special bus ride. I'm sure Coach Swansham's going to have them stopping off somewhere for some good grub and a chance to celebrate, that 5-6 hour ride back to Cornell, having had their first road win of the year.
So Penn got some offense going early, dried up over the course of time, and you get the impression that Cornell's defense, I'm not saying that first quarter went necessarily according to plan. You don't want to give up 20 minutes of possession necessarily in the first half, but you do get the impression that they kind of saw what they were expecting or what they should expect moving forward from Penn's offense and made adjustments accordingly.
Yeah, this is pretty. The more you talk about that, Joe, it is pretty amazing to think about how time of possession actually can be a little bit of a negative. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's just like I don't know. You can't score after chunking so much time off the clock, and you can't score a touchdown. You're thinking, man, like, is this going to come back and bite us? And it kind of did, which is so counterintuitive because you think teams that are going to control the clock are going to, win a game, and it's like just watching that happen.
Now we'll head it down to the sideline. Brian Barth is standing by with Garrett, who is our player of the game.
Hey, Joe. Yeah, here with the Penn Medicine Breakthrough Player of the Game. And Garrett, you had a great day today, but let's talk about the team. You put 39 points on the board coming into Franklin Field for homecoming. How does it feel to get a win?
I mean, it feels great. Our mentality at Cornell is just one play at a time, move 4 yards forward, 4 yards back, and at the end of the day, we're going to look up to see if it was good enough, and today it was good enough, so it feels pretty good.
265 yards, 2 total touchdowns for you specifically. How did you feel like you played today?
I mean, I feel like I played good, but it's all thanks to my teammates, They make me look good. They set me up, put me in the right plays, and then I just got to make the right decisions, and they do the rest for me. So it's all them, really.
We saw some work being done on your shoulder. I saw you reject ice once or twice, but how's it feeling after the win?
Hey, I mean, it hurts, but it feels a little bit better with the win too. So, just got to take care of it and get ready for Dartmouth this next week.
Absolutely, Garrett. Appreciate the time. Joe, back up to you.
Garrett Bass-Solpizio with an impressive performance. Thank you very much, Brian. Don't forget about that passing touchdown he had as well. Cornell with a 39-17 win over Penn. For Brian Barth on the sidelines and my partner